Welcome to the third match of this league. We are looking at a pretty interesting hand here. On the play, I'd feel much more comfortable, but on the draw, a lot can go wrong in the first two turns with no removal. It feels like one that we should be probably sending back, so I'm going to. I think subtlety over fawn would have really changed that for me, but unfortunately it was the fawn. Subtlety, we could probably keep that. So, Windswept Heath pass. Gonna start on Scalding Tarn, Surveil Land, or just Fetch Shocking to bolt our fine outcomes here. And we can just use our second Surveil Land, or second Fetch Land to get another Surveil. No rush. Ajani. I mean, it is a 2-for-1. Feels like a pretty good one to spell Snare. Fetch Shocking there so that we can, you know, if next turn we want to bolt something, we can use the Fetch to get a Surveil. I definitely do want a Surveil here. Alright, yep, get rid of the steam vents. Draw 2 in the narrative. That's not bad. Our opponent has the Shepherd. It's just a 2-2 coming down. Not very scary as a 2-2. White Orchard Phantom. So they get to destroy one of our lands and we get a tapped land. Okay, it's pretty strong. I think drawing 2 makes the most sense here. Okay. Oh. What? Just learned what this card does. Whenever it attacks, I thought it was when it enters the battlefield, to be honest. Okay, well now I'm really embarrassed and I just got crushed by that. That was really good for our opponent. I think we don't have an untapped red source, so we're just stuck under this Phalia. Well, that's not fully true, actually. We're not stuck under it, but it is pretty annoying. Can tune the narrative now. Okay. Good lesson to be learned. Phalia is whenever it attacks. I mean, we could have easily just killed the Phalia there, and we would have been fine. So this exiles any permanent, so it'll exile Unstable Amulet, letting them get another card off of it. Is that worth a fawn? Probably not. I mean, the subtlety is literally hard castable next turn, which is a lot of value, so going to not make that play. Okay, we can block on the White Orchid Phantom. Interesting. So it's going to temporarily exile the tamiyo. Okay, well now we have two subtleties up. They'll have to decide if they want to use the unstable amulet. It'll make their static prison a lot worse. Fine taking 2 here. Probably will end step flash a subtlety regardless of our opponent's play if they don't do anything. I guess the fear is they just actually have failure potentially. Okay, so they use that. They wanted to probably use the amulet again, but this subtlety is pretty punishing. I mean, they could have just waited and done it on our turn. They do end up getting the land drop though, so... Okay, there's a chance we have to subtlety here. Let's see what they play. White Orchid Phantom. That might be a card that justifies a subtlety. I mean, if we let this resolve, we lose our red mana. We do just have another subtlety up and a fawn. Okay, I'm gonna let it resolve. I'm not thrilled about that. I really got punished earlier by letting the failure go through. So we're off red mana for now. We actually, like, I don't know. That might have been really bad, but taking a leap of faith here. Like, the static prison's gonna give us back our tamiyo soon. We have the subtlety and the fawn, which are pretty good. But yeah, we lose a lot of playables losing red mana. My fear was that we're just gonna lose red mana the turn after, so that was mostly what influenced my decision. Like, we would have to rip a counter spell or something to actually utilize that red mana. Okay, Fable the Mirror Breaker. That's really good. This is just such a unfortunate game. I really didn't know how failure works. I think it's a lot worse if it has to be only on attack. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's good. I kind of thought it was on ETB, which seems reasonable. Then you can use it to protect your stuff. But if it's just an attack, it's like only... It's like kind of like they're trying to make a better Soul Herder. I'm not sure if they really achieved that or not. Maybe they did. So my hope is that this tamiyo can start, you know, doing something for us. Pretty happy to aggressively subtlety anything there because there was a risk that they have a removal spell for subtlety and then they can attack. Do I want to use the clue now or do... Oh my god, they can... Ah, these things have flying. Alright, let's see. This is a very educational video for everyone, hopefully. My first time playing against both of these cards. I mean, I thought that I kind of knew what was up, but clearly not. Alright, that kills us. I'm not sure we want to do too much sideboarding. We might not want the Spell Pierce or these Force of Negations. The Dress Downs and Brotherhood's End seem good. Chance we want like one Force of Negation. Or I guess just the question is what's the best last card here. Like Spell Pierce could be fine. Force of Negation could be fine. I think Spell Pierce is probably okay as a one of. The Fawn, it just seems like they're very much a mid-range deck, trading 1-for-1, so I don't really know exactly what goes in their deck, but it feels like the Fawn is going to end up being a losing battle. Keeping this hand, we're not really interacting much early on, but we do have Tamiyo to start drawing us cards, and if they have a removal spell, we have another Tamiyo. They do, in fact, have a removal spell. But do they have another removal spell? Aether Hub. Amped Raptor. Hits Ajani. Considering if I want to bolt the Ajani now, probably I do. Though maybe I can actually, with this Dress Down, I'm thinking I can bait them into like using a removal spell on their own Cat Warrior. So the idea here is I bolt the Ajani, then they try to like transform it in response, but I can Subtlety, and that would or not Subtlety, Dress Down, and that would stop the ability of, or take away Ajani's ability to transform. I did not articulate that very well. Guide of Souls. Okay. Discharged. I'm subtletying there. If they have Fable, that's going to be kind of annoying. Oh, Phlage? Oh my goodness. Okay. Did not see Phlage coming, but that is a problem for sure. Okay. Guess pass. I think my inexperience has really been what's been costing me these games rather than anything else, but you know, that's kind of how it goes. I think my best play here is going to be dress down so they can't use the Guide of Souls ability, and then counterspell Phlage. Going down to 2. Oh, I need to counterspell the Phlage. Yeah, I think it's my only move. It's not ideal by any means. Okay, the tamiyo was a pretty nice pickup there. It'll let me... Interesting, they didn't try to escape Phlage. I guess that makes sense, actually. It was actually really smart of them not to escape Phlage. Now I'm going to lose. So not only does it make sense, but it was absolutely the correct play. And I am dead now, so... Well played by the opponent. Very poorly played by me. Escape 5 cards, yep. We were kind of getting close to stabilizing, too. If they'd escaped Phlage there and we got the counterspell off, we were going to be stabilized if they just bricked one draw. But instead we are dead. Okay. Maybe they forget about Phlage. Update, they did not forget about Phlage. I died. Okay, well, I think that overall this was some really promising matches. That 0-1 loss, I will not be uploading. I was, I would say, in a good spot versus Green Red Eldrazi, but unfortunately my computer kind of crashed. But overall 2-1 in matches that we did play. I was really impressed with just this shell overall. Flame of Anor continues to be an amazing card. Tamiyo continues to be an amazing card that enables Flame of Anor. And Polarity was crazy in that first match against Jeskai Control. So impressed all around, and definitely intend to continue playing this shell. If you have any ideas, let me know. Check out the Patreon as always. If you made it this far, like and subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching. Twinless Twins signing off.